smoke, broken statues, names carved halfway through. Faith left here in fragments, waiting to come true. Sing for the bones of the story, dust off the doubt and the rust. Every shadowed line of glory rising, rising from the crust. I chased your name through the ages, through desert fire. Sand in my sandals, map in my shaking hand. Old words burned in the margins, I still don't understand. Torch smoke, broken statues, names carved halfway through. Faith left here in fragments, waiting to come true. Sing for the bones of the story, hey! Dust off the doubt and the rust. Every shadow line of glory rising, rising from the crust. I chase your name through the ages, through desert fire and flood. Faith and history uncovered, rushed out of the blood. Storm rolls over the canyon, thunder, but I don't bow. Scrolls pressed tight to my heartbeat, I'm the pilgrim now. Gold dreams, rusted idols, echo where I stand. You were here before the legends, breathing in this land. Sing for the bones of the story, hey! Dust off the doubt and the rust. Every shadow line of glory rising, rising from the crust. I chase your name through the ages, through desert fire and flood. Faith and history uncovered, brushed out of the blood. I slip, I fall, I stagger, still I hear that ancient call. Not a myth, not just a rumor, you're the writing on the wall. Sing for the bones of the story, hey! Dust off the doubt and the rust. Every shadow line of glory rising, rising from the crust. I chase your name through the ages, through desert fire and flood. Faith and history uncovered, brushed down on the blood. margins I still don't understand. Torch smoke, broken statues, names carved halfway through.
All right.
Fate left here in fragments, waiting to come true. Sing for the bones of the story, dust off the doubt and the rust. Every shadow line of glory rising, rising from the crust. I chase the name through the ages, through desert, fire and flood. Faith and history uncovered, rust out of the blood. Rust out of the blood. Storm rolls over the canyon, thunder, but I don't bow. Scrolls pressed tight to my heartbeat, I'm the pilgrim now. Cold dreams, rusted idols, echo where I stand. You were here before the legends, breathing in this land. Sing for the bones of the story, dust off the doubt and the rust. Every shadow line of glory rising, rising from the crust. I chase the name from the ages, through desert, fire and flood.
Can't do that bad.
Faith and history uncovered.
All right.
Rust out.
Hang on 1 minute. We're having technical difficulties with the co-host.
Rust out of the blood.
All
Oh,
right.
don't, I was gonna say, don't cut that off. It sounded good. I don't know who it was, but it sounded good.
I made it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Hello, young lady.
How are you, sir?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Till I hear that ancient call.
I am surviving.
Just a rumor.
Uh-oh.
You're the writing on
What's going on?
I took 2 kids to the grocery store.
Oh. Should I slap you in the back of the head now and realize that, not the best thing to do?
Well, you know what's sad is so my daughter, she gets once a month a chance to go grocery shopping. She gets $100 to spend on groceries.
Okay.
Her grocery shopping cart was healthier than mine.
You really want me to respond to that? 'Cause either way I respond, I'm going to get into trouble.
Oh no, you know what? It's okay because it's Valentine's Day coming up and I really wanted like chicken wings. So I'm making myself chicken wings.
Oh, okay.
And then I bought pizzas and stuff like that, but French fries and garbage.
Uh-huh.
And she looks at me and she goes, "Mom, we need nutritious food."
I love it.
I'm like, "You need to stop listening to my Wednesday show."
Yes. Yes.
All right. Hi, Kurt. You made it.
Yes, I had a little technical difficulty here. I'm sorry. I'm no new to this stuff, but I'm here.
It is all good. So we had a couple of theme songs. I'm working on some ideas. So
Good, good. I'd like to, I was wondering if we could have a theme song for this show we're doing.
of course, and AI is my friend. So
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
I'm getting more familiar with the AI. It looks like a very awesome tool to use.
I kind of like this one.
Mhm. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that.
Dust and stone, names in rust, red tone, candles burn slow, shadows start to glow. Old roads, a river of the roads, footsteps calling from the depths, sealed doors, breathing in the dark. One spark, waking up the past. Faith and history rise, rise from the earth to the sky. Oh, hidden age away. Faith and history.
So you got a little bit of the Indiana Jones.
I like that. It has like a Viking-ish theme.
Yep. So I started out with a little bit of the Indiana Jones type theme going
Oh
in, and then
yeah,
it was the Gaelic, and then adding in the
yeah.
other different cultures.
I
What
like
AI
that.
are you using to create this?
Easy peasy AI.
Really?
And the best part is so as it's created, I have all the rights to the music.
Oh, that's cool. So how much direction do you have to give it?
I give it a little bit more. It depends on what I'm doing. So like
Mhm.
for this one, I just gave it the title and that I wanted Indiana Jones, Unexplained Mysteries, a little Gaelic, a little chant, and that's where it went from there.
Huh.
I like it.
Interesting.
You can put as
Interesting.
much or as little as you want, depending on what you're looking
Right.
for. You can do just instrumental or add words to it.
I like it. It's like it's almost like yeah, like Indiana Jones Viking mix. Like
Hmm.
it's really cool. Really cool.
Well, when you brought up this topic, that's what was going through my head. Was it
Yeah,
the
yeah. And it's a very interesting topic. Is this going to be a very interesting show? Because people don't know what the origins of our holidays are and why do we celebrate them. And it also has a pagan theme to them too. That's where they originally started, a pagan festival.
right? But here's the cool
With,
part, Kurt. So Kurt meets Santa Claus meet Kurt. So
Hey,
when
oh,
we
Kurt.
Santa Claus.
go into St. Nicholas Day
Yep.
and the whole history behind St. Nicholas, we have our very own Santa Claus.
Well, nice to meet you in person, or not in person, but over the phone.
Well, nice
No
to
problem.
meet you. Where are you located, Kurt?
I'm located in Buffalo, New York.
There you go. Is this
Yep.
the gentleman that you talked to me about a couple weeks ago that was wanting to share my information with nursing homes around Buffalo?
Oh no, that's Ron, his best
Um,
friend, but
that's
it's just
Ron.
it's Ron and Linda because his Linda, her um mom is in a nursing home out there.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay. So always nice to meet more interesting people and open to have conversations at all times with
So,
various different ideas and suggestions. And Mary, yeah, I think I told you this. I've been a DJ for 45 years.
Yes.
where are you located?
Brainerd, Minnesota,
Okay.
about
Okay.
3 hours north of Mary.
Oh, all right.
But I was
Someday,
lucky enough to go down and help Mary put on a wonderful little program for some autistic children, and we set some very strong seeds for future development, and we stirred up some interest in her little community. So very proud to be partaking in activities with Mary doing that.
very
So
good.
looking
Well,
forward to seeing what happens for
really,
next year.
really nice to meet you. Someday I will go out to Minnesota. That's on my bucket list. Um, so I'm I'm looking forward to seeing your beautiful state.
Hey, so right now we're looking like I will be back in Buffalo for 9/11.
Oh,
So
okay.
this year is the 25th anniversary of 9/11,
Yeah.
and I had to sit down and talk to Ron about it to make sure he was comfortable with it. But we're going to do a big event for 9/11 this year.
Oh, really?
Okay.
We're looking at probably, if possible, Patriots Park.
All right.
We're still working, ironing out some details and figuring it out. So
All right. And that cancels out your trip here in May, right?
September. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll put that down. All right. We could probably do you said you're going to do a show on this, on a special show on 9/11.
We do an all day long event for 9/11
Okay.
and
Sounds
hear
good.
You,
stories,
Mary,
stuff like that.
Mary, do you know Zach Clayton?
Who?
Know exactly what, sir?
Do you know Zach Clayton?
No,
I'll
possibly. I
have
don't think so.
I'll have to introduce you because uh, 2 Sundays, 10 days from now on the 22nd, he has for 4 years. This will be the fourth year. He does a 22-hour marathon to help promote awareness for veteran suicide.
Oh,
Mm,
I'd love to talk to him and see how we can help him with that.
Yeah,
mm.
and him and I have collaborated on a few things, and yeah, I definitely got to get you an introduction to Zach. He's a wonderful character. He runs an organization called Community Pay It Forward, where
Hmm.
you can go to many different stores and say, I want to donate, $2, $3, $5, 20, 50, whatever the number is, and you just put it on your bill and they automatically take it and forward it to the company that you want to donate to through Zach's organization.
Cool. And I know, so Ron, I'll introduce you to Ron again. Um, he actually knows the founder of Tunnels to Towers.
Okay, very cool.
Very, very nice man. All about, help for first responders,
Yeah,
firemen, military.
yeah,
And then the Battle Within organization, which is another suicide prevention.
yeah. Very
There's a few
interesting.
other organizations that I can introduce you guys to add to your list.
Yes.
So today, it's almost Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And
The
this is
day
a
that
brand new show. I'm excited.
and so,
Sorry.
oh, go ahead, Kurt. If
No,
I
I'm
don't have
very
to
excited. I am. I'm about as excited as a kid in the candy shop.
just. So Kurt used to run a show on our platform a couple years ago, and life got in the way, so he took a hiatus. So he's finally back. And
Yes.
I've always told him we'll always keep a slot somewhere available for him whenever he's ready. And he
Good.
came up with this great idea. And so this show is Faith and History Uncovered. And so we're looking at not just the holidays in both government or, what we celebrate, but also the religious holidays, the ordinary times, Lent, Ash Wednesday. And we're breaking them down to why we celebrate them when we do, but also the
Mhm.
origins of the history of the holidays. And we're going even deeper to looking at a lot of the symbols that we used to celebrate and use that we no longer use. You look at stained glass windows, do you really know what they mean? Not really, because we don't use a lot of that stuff anymore. Especially like in my church is over 100 years old. Those windows are almost as old as our church.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
church in Massachusetts, it was built in 1849, and they have the original stained glass windows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, our church originally was just a basement level thing, and we built it
Okay.
up and expanded it,
All right,
which
cool.
is why. And so we're going deep. So we're going to start with because right now in the church holiday, and we're not just doing Christian religion, we're going through Ramadan, we're going through
Yeah.
all the.
All of them.
So, it's for all religions. And so today we're going to talk about one, what ordinary time is, because most of us have no idea. It's just the empty space in between things in church, but also breaking down the morbid holiday of Valentine's Day. And I say
Yes.
this because
It's
the
not. It's,
original
Oh my God, yeah.
Valentine's Day is not
And
what
it's
we
not what you
celebrate
think it
today.
is. No, thank God.
Hundreds of years it took from the day we started celebrating Valentine's Day to what we know today. And that was
Yeah.
all created by Geoffrey Chaucer. That made it into the lovey dovey holiday that it is now.
I I got some facts here for from uh, I used a lot of history.com. That's where I got my information from. And like you said, this holiday that has a lot of dark story to it. And I'm not going to go into any glory, um, any kind of bad stuff was happened to it. But it's a holiday. It was believed it originated from a Roman festival, Fertile Festival. Now, what happened was the high priests were lined up in a row, and the women would walk through the row of high priests, and high priests would whip them with blood. And at the end, that would mean the women are fertile and to have babies. And they would sacrifice goats, uh, small animals, dogs, even dogs, for this festival. And yeah, that's just one of the dark sides of Valentine's Day. Um, it was originally the guy, St. Valentine's, was educated, educated, was, and I'm not having a brain, executed and for marrying Roman soldiers, going against the emperor's uh, law. And he put God's law in front of emperor's law. I think this guy was a rebel. I really do. The more I research, the more I think he was a modern day rebel, and he died for his belief. And how we got the saying "My Valentine" is that he wrote a love letter to his daughter, and he signed it "My Valentine." And maybe Mary can go on to uh, say about more about the mask and why do they have to wear the mask during Valentine's Day. It's really creepy. Wow. This research opened a lot of doors to why it was really a dark side of it. So,
The
um,
masks, for instance, is just something we don't really see a lot of. But if you look at a lot of the Renaissance, they have all these masks. And so part of the reason why we use masks was that was the way you could express love without getting punished. You didn't know who you were. It's the same reason for masquerade balls.
but, but the married, if you wearing a mask and you're married, right, back in that time, but people who weren't married didn't wear a mask. So wouldn't that make them stand out? Or to the Roman soldiers? I,
One, you
um,
got to remember during this time period,
mhm,
faithfulness wasn't a thing.
right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Affairs were common,
yes, they were.
if you were a man anyway.
Yeah,
Women got killed for the same thing. Hence the reason, the A,
yes, they
Scarlet
did.
Letter. But how it worked is that they would, couples would, or who you wanted to, you'd give them a mask and they'd wear the same mask. That's how you could tell each other apart.
Right. Yeah.
It's the
Right.
same thing like goat skin strips. It's the pagan layer that we have which is part of the whole fertility rituals. That's like the word February comes from purification, which is all about what Valentine's Day was originally about. It was the purification, the renewal in the pagan holidays.
Hmm.
And it was about, the blood rituals, the sacrifices. The Christian religion was banned.
Right. And and that's why I also did the research on red roses. And, back then, if you handed a woman a rose, that meant that you wanted. It was almost like an engagement ring. Um, and red meant purity, and and the woman was fertile to bear children. And that's why we get roses out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's basically the promise ring. It's the courting. It's back then, the rules of dating were a lot different than they are now.
And they sure were.
And the sad part was, especially if you were in society, the girl didn't get much of a choice of who they were going to marry. By the time you were 18 back then, you were considered an old maid. Scary, isn't
Yeah.
it? But you got to remember, our lifetime, we didn't live to see 30, 40 years old, if you're lucky. So you had the coming out parties started when you're about 15, 16,
Hmm.
and that's when you started the promise to get married. This is who you're stuck with. And here's
Yeah.
the scary part about it. A lot of times these are creepy old men.
Yes, they were. Yeah. They were like in their 50s and 60s marrying a 13-year-old, 14. Yeah, that was really
It
creepy.
still happens today in some or some.
Yeah, in the Islam community, I don't know. You can't do it in this country, I don't think. I don't
It
know that.
depends on what state you are. The age of consent starts at 15.
Oh my. So in other words, if I was that sick of a man, I could marry a 15-year-old.
And
Oh
there's
my
a
God.
loophole in that one too, because if you get both parents' consent, like the mom and the dad,
Right.
it's still they can legally still get married.
Oh, geez. Right.
Pretty sad. Very sad.
It
I
is sad.
actually went to high school with a girl. She was a Hmong descent. She was the first generation born on the soil here.
Mhm.
One day she was at school getting straight A's. The next day she was gone.
Oh
And it
wow.
was her 16th birthday, and her parents married her off.
Really.
Oh my
Yep.
God. Oh, geez. Yeah. That, that's crazy. That's, yeah. I understand it's freedom of religious and stuff like that, but man, that's over the line.
It's not quite religious, it's more cultural.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of culture. Um, so I don't understand Islam. My landlords are van Islam, and they're the nicest people I ever met. Um,
Well, and that's it. So many people look at Muslim religion as the terrorist organization.
yeah, they get a bad rep.
A and B are not the same.
No,
No.
no.
And, the true Quran, the real Quran, we've actually had to study it in the military to learn it.
Okay, all right.
It is not much different than our own Bible,
No, and
honestly.
that's right. And I took a Bible study on that, and it's the same. The Jewish faith, the Christian faith, and the Islam faith. It's almost the same.
Almost.
They,
The Jewish faith doesn't believe in the New Testament. They only
right.
believe in the
That's
Old
what I
Testament.
said. But they believe what
And
we believe in some of the what God, we believe in the same God that we do, but they don't believe in Jesus was the Savior and the Prophet.
correct. They just believed he was a man.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Which is the first step. I mean, they admit he exists.
Yep. Yep. And
But it's like any
but
religion. We've had how many, let's talk about, Waco and David Koresh.
yeah.
Any religion can be twisted, construed into a cult.
Right.
And that's kind of what goes on. That's like the whole thing with what happened in Gaza Strip a couple years ago, in how they tied it to actually Germany and Hitler,
Yeah.
and how they found copies of Mein Kampf in a lot of these Hamas places where they were staying.
Right. Yeah. Um,
You
Hamas
know,
is. I don't know much about that. I know that they're terrorists.
it's an
Yeah.
extremist version of Muslim religion.
Right.
It's like out of the Middle Ages for us.
Hmm.
Women are not even supposed to be seen. They're just supposed to be there.
Right.
The Middle East, it used to be, depending on where you are, you have to be fully covered. Um, you don't talk to a man that's not your husband. You don't go alone without a man unescorted. I mean, this is kind of the stuff that we went through in our own history.
Yeah. Yeah. We did.
The difference was is we were allowed to show our faces.
Yeah. True.
We were looked at like we were feeble. We were dumb because we were girls. Don't worry your pretty little head.
They got a bad rep 200 years ago. I know. So
In some cultures, it's still in the United States. It's still that way.
yeah. Unfortunately, it is. It is.
I mean, go look at the military.
I was going to say more predominant in certain places than others too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I mean, not saying anything against your state, but it's a lot in prominent in your state, and also in Texas and I think it's,
oh no, women are treated equal in Texas. They'll whoop you just as much as a man will.
that's true. That's true. I'm talking about the Muslim and Samoan population. That they're more prominent in your state than
Oh God, yeah,
than
we have more per capita in Minnesota than any other state.
Detroit. Yeah,
Yes,
and I
look at
pray
our
for your
flag.
state.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, don't get me going. Don't get me going. Um, okay, it's a very good topic. I like this discussion on that. That's really cool. Um, but what I don't know. It's really odd that this is how we got this far. For when we had all the refugees coming into the country, it was crazy. But I do pray for your state every day. So,
You know, the thing
hmm
is I was watching a show. I don't remember what it was called, but it was actually I like a lot of the Korean shows because they're more wholesome than American TV.
yeah.
And they were talking about something about the press in general. They weren't actually attacking the United States, it was in general. And I agreed. It was the same thing here. Our press says just enough of the truth to make it legal, but leaves it
hmm
so open enough that you can draw your own conclusions. So that's why they can get away with the stuff. But there's so much misinformation out there. People don't
Oh
check
yeah,
before they speak.
right. They
And,
don't. Right.
the good stuff doesn't get talked about. We just had a huge bust here in Minnesota,
Yeah.
and it was a big trafficking ring.
Which one?
The one that happened in Bloomington yesterday
Ah,
included one federal employee.
wow.
Is that the one where they found all the stuff in the bunker underneath the house?
That one happened a week ago.
Yeah.
And that one involved a federal judge or a state judge, and they found a bunch of files of missing people reports that were buried. This one was directly in women and children trafficking, and the only white guy was the federal employee.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
And the scary part was that Bloomington is the Mall of America. Right down the road from the Mall of America is the airport.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the general area of where it was.
Probably.
Makes sense.
They say Mall of America is one of the biggest kidnapping spots in the nation.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
that's why we don't go there.
Wow. It's still open too, huh?
Oh, yeah. And they're expanding it.
But they have too many open stores now as is.
Yep.
Gee,
I mean, you go to the Mall of America, it's 3 floors. And when it opened on its heyday, it was the greatest place in the world. You could spend a week there and still not see everything there is to see.
wow.
Now it's like the same three stores on each level. You just keep going. It's like the same stores over and over and over again. It's insane. And a lot of the stores are empty
Yeah.
because no one
Mm.
can afford rent there.
No,
Right.
that's what I hear. Rent has absolutely gone stupid crazy.
Because they can't afford all the taxes and all the stuff on it.
Right. No, I can see why. Yeah.
But, and that's the sad part is that we take so much for granted as a population. We become so entitled that we're like Sunday Christians, really. So we preach all this crap about how we're gonna, love each other, we're gonna help each other, we're yada yada yada. But that only works if you fit the narrative.
Only lasts for Sunday.
Yeah,
Monday comes around, you're a different person.
that's right.
Yeah. Mm.
That's similar to like football. I stopped watching football when I became political. And I'll get heat for this again, and I always get heat for this. But here's my opinion. If you are wearing a uniform, it's the same rules apply in the military, law enforcement, fire departments. It should work for every pro sports team. It should work for everybody who wears a uniform. If you are in that uniform, you don't have an opinion because
Nope.
you're representing a unit.
No way. I totally agree with that.
If you're outside your uniform, then I don't care what your opinion is, and you can speak it all you want.
Yeah.
But your political platform should not be while you're in uniform.
That's why everybody. That's why some of those Olympic athletes are getting like totally
Booed.
scammed. Yeah, like he is like getting death threats, like everything.
Well,
And
here's the thing.
hey,
They should have all been banned and they should have been removed the minute they spoke against the country.
they should have. And I
Because
Oh, they
it's
should have put them on a plane. I agree. Yep, they should have put on a plane and say,
agree.
go home.
if
Yeah,
you don't want
no.
to represent our country as it is, and I'm not talking the government, I am talking the ground that you walk on, the
Yep.
property your house is on, what everybody fought for before you came along. It's irrelevant who's in office. Those are
Right.
a bunch of children that need to grow up and stop fighting with each other.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
true. True.
But
And he
the whole,
reneged on what he said, but that's too late.
but you shouldn't be on a national stage downgrading your country when you're supposed
On
to
a
be representing
foreign
the country.
country, yeah, that is so true. I got so pissed off. I said, I'm not going to watch the Olympics. I,
I only watched it for one reason only, and that was to see um, Lindsey Vonn until she got hurt
yeah,
again.
Yeah.
God, that was awesome. I saw that. That was incredible that she survived that fall.
Well, it ain't the first injury, and it won't be her last. She's made some
Right.
miraculous recoveries over and over and over again.
So you think she's going to be back for 2030?
Yeah, I think she's done. I think this one
I
was.
think, I think she's done too.
I think
I
this
think
one
she's
was
done.
hard enough, and it impacted her. I think she'll be done.
But Lindsey Vonn is actually,
They were all trying to figure out why she came back after retiring 6 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, incredible athlete. She had an incredible career, but why come back and risk a serious injury, which unfortunately she had.
Right.
because she could. It was the last hurrah.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's
absolutely, and we all know athletes want to have that last hurrah.
and it cost her a broken leg because of that.
Yep.
So,
But you do know, I don't know if you know this, but she's from Minnesota originally.
Yeah, she's from Lakeville.
Yep.
Yep.
I did not know that.
She's a hometown hero to us, which is part of where she got that stubborn streak of, one last hurrah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you Minnesotans always have that hurrah thing. Yeah,
We
screw
rally.
screw you, I'm doing it. That kind of thing. Yeah,
Don't you know we are a little stubborn, yeah?
yeah, you are really stubborn. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, New Yorkers are just as bad, Kurt.
that's true. I do have that New York attitude. I do, and that New
It's,
Jersey attitude. Yeah. Oh, so,
but that's the fun part about things, though. That's the great part of the U.S. is we're all a little pig-headed. Some of us a little more than
well,
others. Hey, I've never denied it. I warned you all at once. But
my wife said. My wife told me one time. She said, "Be normal." Did I ever say to you in the past 30 years we've been married, have I ever said to you that I am normal? She looked at me and said, no. So I am normal as normal as I can be.
That is so open for interpretation. It's
No.
unbelievable.
Well,
I plead the
no.
fifth.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I'm Santa Claus. I plead the 5th and the 6th and the 7th.
And it's
Remember, he's Santa Claus. He knows all.
Oh, yes.
And when you look at Santa Claus, I mean, think about it. It is a little creepy when you think about it.
Santa Claus, yeah. That's when Christmas time comes around. We're definitely going to do a show on Santa Claus.
Well, when you got he knows when you're awake. He knows when you're
Yeah.
sleeping.
Oh my God.
He
yeah.
knows when you're bad. He knows when you're good.
Perfect.
It's a little creepy when you think about it.
Careful where you're taking this, young lady.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna do a show on you, Santa Claus.
Uh huh. Yep.
We've done a few on Santa Claus, but John, what I didn't get to tell you is that Kurt is actually the reason that I'm in the radios.
Yes,
Okay.
And
yeah.
I told you the story about how I got started with this is that I made some posts complaining about the coaching industry during COVID.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
was actually Kurt's the one that saw it, even
Oh,
though I
really?
had no connections to him whatsoever.
Nothing, nothing.
Well, you never know who's going to see a post nowadays.
Yeah, and we're,
You
we're
know,
became, we became really good friends ever since.
Yep.
uh,
It's
I
Well,
was
crazy, man.
I was networking with a bunch of people on Monday. End up getting into a breakout room with this lady. Started telling her about my ideas and my stories. Here she's a retired school teacher, a
Mhm.
retired librarian, and she goes, "I've got so many contacts for you. It's unbelievable. I love what you're doing. I love the ideas." And there, I bring back the emphasis: never judge anybody until you have a conversation with them, because you never
Right,
know the backstory or what their story is to start with.
right. There
hmm
you go. And I never, like I said, I never knew Mary. I just entered her post, and I, I don't know. Did I introduce you to Ron that day, or did we just talk on the
um,
phone? I don't know
he
how
jumped
we
on
did
the show for about 2 minutes, and then you wanted me back on another show, so I
Yeah,
popped
he
in
wanted you back
there.
on Wednesday. Yeah, he wanted you on Wednesday, I think. Oh no, Tuesday. And then you went through the interview, and the rest is history.
That is, and that's when I was still learning social media. I didn't have a following like I do now. I really hated social media more then than I do now, and I still hate it.
I can't stand it, but I can't stand social media. Just it's nothing but full of hate and anti-American and anti-Christian and everything else. I just can't stand it. I wish I could get rid of it, but I can't. That's where I get my material for the show. You know,
Yeah,
um,
that's where
but
I go on to like Alignable, which is a networking social media platform.
what's it called?
Alignable.
Alignable.
hmm
You really got to learn to check messages, girl,
Why? What messages on what?
on LinkedIn.
Oh yeah, I need to. I haven't gotten that far yet today.
I have. I don't really
Today,
do.
I told
I
you I
don't.
wanted to introduce you to Zach because he does that 22-hour marathon.
Uh huh.
I introduced you to him back in December, and you never read the conversation or said hello.
Wow.
Oh, well, December is a busy time for me.
Horse shit.
Oh, hey, no foul language on the show.
At the time,
Yeah,
I was
like I said
introducing you
before.
because he does the big marathon in Christmas time too, and you wanted to say, "Hey, I'll reach out." Jeez, girl.
Yeah. Sometimes we
Anyway,
get busy.
so what do you do for a living, Kurt?
I am retired.
Well, good for you, and you're
Yes.
enjoying life to the best. I hope.
Every single day.
Good
Yeah,
until
we
you
had a
until
very
you meet a person like Santa Claus and Mary.
uh, we had a very difficult time last year. Last year was not a really good time for us, for family and personal reasons. But we worked it out. She's getting all the help she needs. We were at one point fighting with the state in New York and the insurance companies, and everything's worked out, and she has her help that she needs. My
Good.
mother-in-law, my mother-in-law has the first stages of autism, not autism. Um, what is that word? What is that?
Alzheimer's.
Thank
Alzheimer's.
you, thank
Yeah.
you. I think I got it. She had Alzheimer's, so she's getting all the medication she needs for it, and she's living a, what we call a normal life right now.
Well, I lost mom to Alzheimer's, And
Uh,
the coolest part about the memories of the last couple of years with my mom was there was times where my father had to have surgery, and mom
mhm,
couldn't be left alone at home, and mom and
right,
dad were still living in their own condo and still doing their own thing. So between my sister and my brother and myself, we took turns, quote quote, babysitting mom.
right.
And this one week, dad was in the hospital for a knee operation or something. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, if you look at my picture, I've got a very white beard, but my
You
hair
sure
is
do.
blonde, and it has been blonde all my life. So of course,
Really?
mom would get in a chatty mood, and she'd go, "John, I need to ask you a question." And I go, "What's that, mom?" She says, "Why is your beard white and your hair is still blonde?" And of course, she would explain it. Well, that's the way God meant it to be, and I can't really change it. Well, then of course, Alzheimer's. 10 minutes later, she's asking the same question. So you've got to
Yeah,
explain it over and over again. But
yeah.
I tell everybody one of the coolest parts about that is mom was from Glasgow, Scotland, and
Mhm.
she lived through the Battle of the Blitz.
Oh, wow.
And grandpa was a custodian for a school, so they lived on the school property in the little schoolhouse.
Right.
Well, in Glasgow, they bombed the shipyards because it was a big shipbuilding community and still is. And they didn't build the schoolhouses. They could distinguish between the areas, and they didn't bomb the residentials. They only bombed the shipbuilding properties. And one day she started telling me about the story of the Battle of the Blitz, and wow, I've never heard this story before. And there's the wonderful part of it. Alzheimer's, you lose the short term memory, but you gain back the long term memory. I had to phone my brother and my sister going, "Hey, you guys ever heard this story before?" And they went, "No, that's kind of cool. We'd never heard that story before." So
Yeah,
there was some positives to the nasty disease. I mean, but you have to approach it with an open mind and be willing
yeah,
to,
yeah.
accept that sometimes the conversation is not going to be the best.
Right. Yeah. She, I mean, she's her distance from reality is from like from here to Pluto. Sometimes. Um, One time she said, I owe a bill of $2,000. I was like, well, hold on, let me look at it. What she did was she took the bills from the previous year and put them like in the box to keep as a tax stuff. And one day she forgot what this box says, and she's calling me up and calling my wife Cindy up and said, I owe all this money. So I go back and I said, oh no, you don't owe that money. You paid that. That was from 2022 or 2021. Said you paid that already. Oh, and that's how much of a confusion. But we do have conversations with her, normal conversations with her. Um, she can't handle much of it, but we do go over there and visit sometimes. And like on Monday, I have to take her to a doctor's appointment. So she always looks forward to having me take her. But we
You
do,
definitely got to develop more patience.
right? Yeah. But it's awful. I met her 30 years ago, and she was a spitfire. I mean,
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
she she grew up post World War II, and oh my gosh, she takes no um, shit out for no reason, you know. So and, yeah, she was a good woman. So it's a shame to have to watch her like that. But anyway,
Yeah.
on a brighter note, um, I just wanted to say thank you for coming on 10 o'clock. And well, we got it off topic, but I love, I love the flow of shows like this. Like, okay, we have a topic, but all of a sudden we talk another topic, which is great. I love doing that. And I think going to be a really good show, and I'm really, come on anytime.
Yeah, very cool.
Well,
So
losing my voice.
let's see
Well, that's
that.
why we don't do scripts. We do live and we just run with it.
Just run with it. And if people
You
don't
know,
like it, that's too bad.
well, lately I've been telling everybody when I get on networking, always go into a meeting with an open mind. Don't go
Yeah,
into a meeting with a scripted idea of how the conversation is going to go because it never goes that
right.
way.
No, I never thought we were going to talk about other topics. I love it. I really do. It exposes people, and it really opens up people in conversation, and that's what we need in this country is conversation. Um, and I think this show will be great for
Yeah,
it.
amen, brother.
So, anything you want to add, Mary?
Nope.
No. Okay. Next week we're going to do a show. Mary, what are we going to do a show on? Lent and Mardi Gras.
Lent and give me a minute.
Okay.
I gotta look it up because I don't
And
even know what next week is.
She's got to look at her notes.
next week is the 18th, 19th, the first day of Lent.
uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Lent, sacrifice, ashes, and the last mean of repentance.
Okay. And I like to include Mardi Gras. How is Mardi Gras tied to Lent, and how is
So
Ash
yeah, we're doing Lent and Ash Wednesday next week, and then that last or Ash Wednesday opens up to Fat Tuesday, which starts the whole Mardi Gras season. So the week
Mm-hmm.
after will be Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday and all that other stuff.
So the week of the 26th, we'll do Mardi Gras.
Sure, that's what it is. I don't
Yeah,
have a
Mardi Gras.
calendar. I just
No,
have it all put up.
Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday, but they have before Lent, which is the 17th. I don't have a
So do you want to do
calendar.
2 shows next week?
Sure, we can do two.
he's retired. He's got no other major commitments in his
Well,
life.
yeah, I gotta check my schedule. I want to be sure I'm free for Tuesday or whatever.
Hey, we can do it on a Saturday. It doesn't matter.
All
There's
right.
some days I just pop on and do one of my autistic shows. It's just
Well,
I'm
we could
irritated.
do it.
I'm gonna vent.
We can do it anytime. Let's do a show on Mardi Gras and how it goes into Lent.
Okay,
And then the next week we'll do the Lent and Ash Wednesday.
okay. You give
Because
me a time and a day, and we will put it together.
all right, let's
And
get
I will
together.
actually adjust the theme music for Mardi Gras, the whole
Great,
carnival theme.
Ooh.
great. Um, yeah, I can't do it Monday, but I could probably do it any. There's a pre-recorded, so I can do it anytime. Let's do it
We
on.
can do it live at any time, Kurt. It's just a matter of me spending 2 minutes putting it into the system.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
do it
there's
on.
no restrictions.
I love it. Love it. All right, let's do it on.
Just time.
Give me a couple of days to get the material
Hey,
on it.
when you figure it out, let me know.
And I
Because
will get
right now I am not doing much but building courses.
okay. All right. Sounds good. I'll give you a call probably tonight or tomorrow. And I'll
Sounds
be on
good.
the show tomorrow. So
Did I send you? I sent you an invite, right?
yes, you did. That's for the 13th. Yes, you did. hmm
Okie dokie smoky.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you very much. I'm really excited about this show, like I said. And no topic is there's no topic. We're just wing it. Like,
We okay. There's no script. We just have themes.
There
right,
you go. Whether we stick
right,
to the theme or not is a whole different story.
right.
Hey, we
We
covered
didn't stick
ordinary times. We covered Valentine's Day. We covered the
We
theme.
did. We did. We did. Yes. That was the main theme, cover Valentine's Day. We did that. Then we jumped into something else. But I was really totally cool about it. Really, really. I hope more people come on board. I really do. All right, Mary, I'll give you a call tonight and we'll go over the show and see what we can improve it and stuff like that. Okay?
Sounds good. And sir, I'm working on my LinkedIn right now. I just
Sure
get
you are.
overwhelmed with a lot of messages on all the different social
Yeah,
media platforms.
I get it.
Yeah, and then
I have
someone said to me last night, geez, you need to get on this other one too, because it can really
it.
open up the door for you. And I'm going, holy crap. I do 11 platforms a day now.
I
Oh
want to ask
God, I
you
have
a
a problem with.
question. Though. I
Go ahead,
want to ask
Kurt.
you a question. I am writing a book. It's a book of hope in America, and I want to. You know anybody who's a publisher, or it's not done yet? It'll probably be
I
done
can help
probably
you
next
with
month.
that. I know a person.
Good, good. When it's
Yep.
done, it should be done around October or maybe early November. Um, but when that time comes, I'll let you know. Okay?
All right, sir. I will just get married to get
I'll
a
get
hold
you
of
your
you.
each other's information.
There you go. That's
That's
the
good.
words I was
That's
looking for.
And Kurt, Ariana's got a book published,
really. What's the name of it?
Captain Kindness and the Kindness Tree,
Oh, I can't look. Where do I get it?
Amazon.
All right.
It's the Kindness Club that her and Len Kane created, or she
Right.
created. Len Kane expanded it and partnered with her on it. And it's stories of her and David and what they go through being different.
Awesome. It's Captain Kindness and the Kindness Queen?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Sounds great. I like to look forward to reading it.
Yeah, it's cute. And the funny thing is that she makes no money off the book. So every time the book sells, another book gets ordered from where their location, and then that book gets sent to the food shelf in that area.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. See, it's pay it forward.
That is.
Yep, absolutely.
My friend Joel Griffin always said, pay it forward. No matter if you only have $1 in your pocket, pay it forward. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
nope,
folks,
she's all about helping everybody else and not herself.
yeah, that's awesome. That's kind of a good child. Really good. I mean, so,
And now we're working on sewing 300 forever bags for the food shelf.
oh, wow. And how much
Yeah.
are they?
They asked for bags because our local food pantry or food shelf, they deliver food to people who can't go there and get it.
Right.
And so they were asking for forever bags in area, and I was like, you know how to sew, don't you? And I go, that's a very loaded question. Why?
Yeah.
No, you don't know how to sell. No.
So she's working on it, and David's learning how to use the sewing machine. So they're working on it together,
That's pretty
sewing all the
awesome.
bags up.
That is cool.
And it works as a school project.
Very cool.
Very good. Very cool. I
So
like
that
that
is what
idea.
I'm doing this weekend is making those bags. So
Great. I will buy one when I can, if I can.
all right, well, you have fun.
I will, and I'll call you probably around 7 tonight. Fix your time.
Whatever works.
All right, and we're going to do the show. All right, Santa Claus, it was a pleasure. Thank you for all the gifts you gave me when I was a child. Uh, and for
Nice
everything
meeting
else.
you, sir.
Thanks meeting you too, and have a great day. And God bless everybody.
Absolutely. God bless you too.
You take care, guys.
Bye, Kurt. Welcome back.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Nice to be back.
Okay, Mary, sweetheart, this was interesting.
Yes, it was.
All right, I got to run. You have a good
Adios.
day, and we'll catch up with you later.
You too. Stay safe.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.